Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. It's your brother Yaradan with the Lions of Judah.
Brother Aisha.
Khan. And first, we want to start off by giving all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, and we want to give double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. All right, shalom, peace and salutations to the Akim that spread throughout the world, preaching His word in truth and sincerity. And double honors, so like not double honors, but I want to also say shalom to the Akim and the Akwatium. That's subscribe to this truth, man. This form of teaching. All right. And the children also, man, what I'm saying? Let children that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, and subscribe to the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so we want to just touch on your real family and friends, man, when you come into this truth. Okay, because when you come into this truth, man, you might as well prepare your soul for temptation and tribulation. You know what I'm saying? So when you come into this truth, man, what Yahweh Shai say, think not that I come to send peace, but a sword. So he's coming to divide the sheep from the goat, man. All right, so um, the only people that's going to really be behind you, man, 100%, is your brothers and sisters who keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man. All right, nobody else is going to understand how you coming. All right, so we just want to touch on this topic because we know that there's brothers and sisters that might just be coming into this thing, and we just want to build up the nation and edify the hopeful elect and encourage you to stay strong and endure all things for the elect's sake until the end. All right.
Yes, sir.
Um, Con, you got some precepts out? You want to start it off, kick it off?
Um, yeah, man. Because we did the lesson the other day dealing with the end time prophecy and stuff like that. It's just a balance. Salaki. It's just a bit to balance it out. I'm gonna get so we're gonna start it off and kick it off with Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1. You read it off of me?
Come on, share your screen, King.
Oh, my fault. I thought it was already
Con, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
Con. So this is just to balance it out because we did the lesson yesterday going to the end time prophecy, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it can't just always be about doom and gloom. This is just basically a motivation lesson we going into because you never know what brothers or sisters going through behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? We all going through a little something, especially being in this captivity. This Proverbs 20 and 23.
Say diverse weights are an abomination unto the Lord, and a false balance is not good.
It's that weight that's like this. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing lessons on end time prophecy, you got to balance it out by, you know what I'm saying, doing the motivating lessons too. Because you got certain people that's in this truth, man, they don't even really got family like that. A lot of people that's in this truth, like they actual family or whatever, is probably just brothers and sisters that they in this truth with for the most part, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because as a matter of fact, I'm gonna read this right here. You come into this truth, you know what I'm saying? Like you start to lose a lot of people, whatever. People start turning on you because you start to do it your ways. You start to clean yourself up, and your ways become more pure and righteous. And they still doing the wicked. So he's like, y'all can't see eye to eye.
All right, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved, right? So it says you're gonna be hated by. He end up turning on you. You know what I'm saying? Your own family end up turning on you. That may have already happened while you was in the world, but you know what I'm saying? That's why you know what I'm saying, it's important to chase after this, man, especially when you're in that type of predicament in that situation.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 27, verse 10. When my father and mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up.
when my father and mother forsake me, then the Lord Yahweh will take me up. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, we come from the trenches. We don't come from much or nothing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us grew up with our fathers in our life. You know what I'm saying? As Israelites. And, your mama, even though she raised you, hey, she might end up turning on you. You know what I'm saying? But he's saying, when my mother and father forsake me, the Lord will take me up. So you come across this truth, you in that type of predicament, you gotta chase after this thing, man. Yep. You gotta precept yourself.
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on 1 second, Shalaka, bear with me.
Somebody dropping this like already, man. These people, it's probably eating my subscribers at the channel. I ain't worried about it. I mean, if you ain't got one right now, we can finish this out. This is what I was going into though. Verse 34.
It say, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Right, because Yahweh Shai come back. Right.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law, against her mother-in-law.
Variance, right? Now, what does this mean? The definition to variance: the fact or quality of being different, divergent, or inconsistent. Is Tazma trying to jump in? I think he's trying to jump in or something like that. You see it?
Nope.
I want him to kind of touch on this a little bit. It say the fact or quality of being different, divergent, inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're gonna have differences between your family in these last days, man. The Lord's stirring up spirits in people, and they not plugged into this world. That's why people out here bugged out their mind. You know what I'm saying? Right, reading on.
Verse 36, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
You know what I'm saying? Your own family members is gonna be your main enemies. You feel me?
I got Mark 3 and 35.
All right, we can read 37 first, and we're gonna get to that.
All right, it say, he that loveth a father or a mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth a son or a daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever, you know what I'm saying, your family members doing, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you gotta forsake that. You gotta forsake that. You know what I'm saying? If you walking in the ways of the Lord and you looking to be delivered, man, because your own family and everybody gonna turn against you in these last days, man. So it's like a lot of us scattered in. You know what I'm saying? You got certain brothers and sisters that congregate. You know what I'm saying? In whole other states or whatever, because that's basically the only family they got left. You know what I'm saying? You're a real true family in this truth, and you understand it when you come into this truth and you start to clean up your act. What you got?
Mark 3 and 38. Shalakia 3 and 35. Mark 3 and 35. It's the book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 35. For whoever shall do the will of Yahweh, the same is my brother and my sister and mother. You know, so hey, like the brother was saying, man, you might not even have no peoples in the world for real. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, Tazama. You might not even.
Shalom.
You might not even.
Shalom.
You might not even have no peoples in the world for real. But you know, most of the time when you're in this truth, your peoples now, your family, your blood relatives who you grew up with, nobody's really going to accept this doctrine because it's out of this world. They can't fathom it. Okay, this is unfathomable unless the Most High sanctioned you and ordained you and fashioned you beforehand to receive this truth, man. You know, so your family and friends and this truth are going to be like-minded people who keep the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability and keep their faith in Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah.
Hey, Tazama, you want to touch on this right here? This we already had read. I just went back to it or whatever. We had read it for you had jump in. It's Matthew 10:35. It says, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law." You know what I'm saying? You relate to that?
Con.
Now, variance, right? We put up the definition. It says the fact or quality of being different, divergent, inconsistent. Right? Now, what they say right there, for I have come to set a man at variance against his father.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't you dealing with something like that? You wanna touch on it?
Con. Yeah, I'll shoot for it. Salakia, my
Like
bad.
the differences you been having with your pops lately, you been talking about?
Yeah, I mean, it's all prophesied to happen, but anytime you want to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, right, it's always going to be a problem with the ungodly, right? That's why I say, let me get this quick precept, right? Because at the end of the day, it all goes back to whether you unrighteous, you either righteous or unrighteous. The Lord don't give a damn if that's your damn great grandma, if that's your mom, your best friend. At the end of the day, it all goes back to the unrighteous versus the godly.
Right now, see, bro, what's all this, man?
Let me get this precept.
What you got?
This is Iraq. 33 and 14.
Now your pops, whatever, he was trying to get you to work that job on the Sabbath, whatever, and you tell him like, "Nah, I can't do it." And what he said?
I ain't even tell him yet, but I'm not working it though.
Right. So rock what?
So rock 33 and 14.
33 and 14, real quick. Let's grab it.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 14. It says, "Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against godly." So at the end of the day, it's gonna go into the sinner versus the godly. Whether you an Edomite, a Moabite, like I said, whether it's your great grandma, your uncle, your best friend that you've been cool with for 40 years, at the end of the day, it's gonna be who keeping the commandments versus who not keeping the commandments. There's no lukewarm or in between. So you have to pick a side.
Yup, yes, sir. Let's see what else we got. Now we could jump to Luke. I'm gonna read on this real quick.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 51. "Suppose you that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division."
Right. So Yahushua, like we read in Matthew chapter 10, is basically kind of saying the same thing. He coming with a sword and he coming back to Vad and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Verse 5. Verse 52, I meant.
So like it, verse 52. "For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law."
We already seeing examples of that in these last days, like this one, for example. Father and son shootout captured on video.
New at 6 tonight, a Coweta County father tells deputies he confronted his son about having a gun in his pocket. And he says rather than turn it over, his son opened fire on him.
It was all caught on the family's home security camera, as you saw there. Fox 5's Doug Evans has more on the story now from Coweta County. Deputies say the surveillance video starts with Mario Clark leaving his father's house, the father behind him pointing a weapon at his son. The father then flinches, ducks, and runs for cover after a shot is fired in his direction. Deputies say the family shootout started when the 26-year-old Mario Clark arrived at his father's house with a gun in his pocket, a gun his father did not want in his house.
So the dad saw the imprint of the gun, which is an outline of the gun, in the son's clothing, and father did not want any firearms at his residence or the son to be in possession of them, so he was trying to disarm his son.
Deputies say when Clark would not surrender the gun, the father retrieved his own weapon. Deputies say the video continues with Mario Clark running back into frame, sprinting toward his father and firing shots. They say the father returned fire in an obvious fight for his life. The father then called 911.
Our patrol deputies were able to make contact with the male outside of the residence and were able to detain him. He still had the firearm on him at that time.
The deputies say the father acted in self-defense and is not facing charges. Not so for his son. Mario Clark was booked in here to the Coweta County Jail on a charge of aggravated assault. In Coweta County, Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
Now this is just while you still can call the police and stuff. What happened when it's civil unrest, man? Yeah, somebody want to read 53 again?
Yeah, Salaki, it say the father shall be divided against the son.
Father
and the son against,
we just saw that.
And the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother, and the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother.
Yup. And as far as like touching on it, like the mother being against the daughter, I saw a video. I guess this girl, she must have was getting molested by her mama boyfriend or whatever, and the mama was making excuses about it. You know what I'm saying? That mother against the what's her name? You feel me?
I'd appreciate it.
Like it's gonna be a lot of hatred on spirits of hatred on people in these last days, and brothers and sisters got to be ready for that. I'm gonna read that for.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
You should be hated of all men for my name. They say they should deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. You know what I'm saying? Your own family members might kill you in these last days, man. Like on Paid in Full with what's dude named Uncle Ice or whatever killed Sonny. You know what I'm saying? His own nephew.
Yeah.
You feel me? Verse 10.
And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
Right, betrayal, right? Betrayal. So it's like, hold on, for instance, what's that sister we had brought up yesterday? With the they accused us of what's her name, and that she back into the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's do dirty, low down, let do dirty, let low down, or something like that.
Hold on, so lock you up. Hold on. I'm trying to find it real quick. Yeah, that's the sister name. Sister name. Gina Blue or something like that. Just put it up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is a sister that was in the truth, whatever, and I guess they must have lied on her. You know what I'm saying? And said she gave somebody some type of STD or whatever, and now this sister is fully back into the world. You know what I'm saying? Betrayal, like, you know what I'm saying? Certain people can't handle them that type of adversity. You know what I'm saying? Man, we ain't really got to play that, but we're just gonna show a commercial. We ain't really trying to. Come on, man. So as you can see, the sister, you know what I'm saying, she follows out the truth, And now she got some blondish looking hair in her head, tattoos all over or whatever. And now she's in magazines, Black Diva, naked like that. You know what I'm saying? Betrayal. So it's like she couldn't handle that adversity that came on her. And brothers and sisters got to be ready for that. Verse 10 say, and then many shall be offended. See, she was offended. You know what I'm saying? Most High put her in that pot of adversity. And many shall betray one another and hate one another. Right? To jump to verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, sin being at an all-time high like it is right now, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. And they're saying that once again, man. He that endure all these things. When y'all hit a precept, y'all see it?
Come on.
What's that?
I had a couple, but it's in the book of Mark. The 13th chapter.
Mark 13 and what?
I'm gonna start at verse I'm gonna start at verse 11. Ain't crazy though. This is Mark 13 and 11. It says, but when they shall lead you and deliver you up, take no thought beforehand what ye shall speak, neither do ye premeditate. But whatsoever shall be given you in that hour that ye speak, that speak ye, for it is not ye that speak, but the Holy Ghost. Right? So don't premeditate on what you're going to say before. Hey, some brothers might get delivered up. That's not everybody's lot, but you got to still prepare for it. Verse 12, now the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father the son. Right, so you're going to have family members, literally, they're going to be throwing you up and delivering you up. Right, they're going to say, yeah, he in the room right now, read. Right, then next thing you know, martial law, they're going to kick down your room door. Now, you can't say, hold on, you didn't knock on my door. Right, try it again. Hey, they're going to bust down the door, snatch you up out the bed, right, burn the Bibles, like it say in 1 Maccabees 1:56. Right, and then put you in chains and take you to the FEMA camps. It says, and the children shall rise up against their parents. Right, because you got wicked children in this thing as well. Teenagers bucking up against the parents. You might have the parents in the truth and the children not in the truth. Right, and they bucking up against their parents, scoffing against their parents. Right, hey, the children gonna deliver up the parents as well, and shall cause them to be put to death. So your own Christ is literally tell you straight up and down, your own family member is gonna cause you to put to death. Right? Not like I said, this might not be every man's lot, right? But you still gotta prepare for it because you don't know. It could be you. All right, let me get a couple more.
We're gonna finish off verse 13. They go that saved again. You shall endure to the end.
Con, you gotta endure that thing.
Hey, Con, now I'm gonna let you finish your precept. Like I got a scene from this movie I want to play because you say you might be in your room reading your Bible, and then your people's never gonna snitch on you and get you booked by the New World Order police in the FEMA camp. I got a scene for you from a movie I'm gonna play.
Yeah, that EU and them Russian soldiers and military. Verse 13, ye should be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. So there you go again.
Reiteration. I love them precepts, reiteration, to pull the point that the prophets was trying to convey. Well, not trying to convey, that they were conveying.
Yep. Yes, sir. What you got, talking about?
2 Ezra 6 and 24. These times is approaching. It's the book of 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 24. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. So, hey, that brother that you out there laboring with, he might be a crept in brothers unawares. Like it's saying Jude 1 and 4. Because you're going to have certain men that's actually agents in this thing that's just playing a role, but literally they just put on fringes and might have a beard, but really they're an FBI agent. Right? So friends that you laboring with, it says, and the earth shall fight against another like enemies, right? That yo day one homie, right? That say, oh, bro, you my bro, I wouldn't even do you like that. Hey, he might fight you, man, when there's no food left. It said, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, right? Talking about the wisdom. In 3 hours they shall not run, meaning completion.
Just want one more example of that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be situations like this where food probably gonna be scarce, and you probably gonna be with a brother that you thought was in it with you. And you be like, yeah, man, I got this last I remember I had this water bottle here and a couple sandwiches or whatever. And you can be like, man, you got that sandwich in the bag right there? Yeah, I got it. You gonna blow, you know what I'm saying? You gonna do you just like this.
Like my little brother too. Anything you need, let me know. I'm looking, baby, because I need your help, baby. I need you to help me sell these 14 keys so I can get this ransom money for Sonny, man. You got 14 bricks right there?
Brother gonna be like, oh, you got a sandwich in the bag right there? When food was there? Oh, you got a bottle of water with you? Oh, you got two of them? Yeah, man, I got one for me and you or whatever, man. We just gotta go get what's the name, bro. We can't forget about, bro.
Put you up, eh? Yeah, man, but look, B, once we get my little brother back, man, we right the fuck back on, baby. We right the fuck back on once I get Sonny. It's gonna be business.
Brothers gonna be just like that, man, the last days, man. Of course, the worldly people gonna do it, but then it's gonna be people that you probably in a camp with do you like that. Do you straight like this? Over a Subway sandwich.
Cause you gotta be careful, man, when brothers be flipping camps. It's just like in the world, man, when you was in the world gang banging and this guy done flipped from this gang to that gang to that gang. I'm not finna be associated with buddy. So, know what I'm saying? It's like people done been in this congregation, that camp ain't worked out for them. Now they with this congregation, now they with this camp, now they with this congregation, now they trying to expose the whole camps. So you got to be aware of brothers that'll creep in like this right here, like the brother was just saying. I call him Jake the Snake.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You got to beware. Jake the Snake, man, FBI agents with beards and fringes.
That Rico, you know what I'm saying? Hold on.
Yeah, I got a movie clip after brothers bring out their precepts. It's with what's that movie with Jay Reed, and he was like, I think it's not In Too Deep. I forgot what it's called, but he was like, it was with LL Cool J and Jay Reed, and he was pretending to be a police officer.
Yeah, that was In Too Deep, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was In Too Deep.
Hey, Shalaki, let me pull this other video clip out right fast too, for the thing with the brothers people gonna snitch on their homies and them and get them booked. Now this movie Revelation, man, it's supposed to be the so-called Christians that doing the end times, but you got to watch it with a spiritual lens and know that they're supposed to be the Hebrew Israelites going through this persecution in the last days. So here you go.
Let's go! Get in there now! Get in there!
Please, you don't know what you're doing.
Not another word.
Dad, you're making a mistake.
I've got one more for you, officers.
Dad, please. Please don't do this.
I have to do this.
Please, you don't understand.
I'm afraid I do understand, son. And I'm doing this for your own good. These men can help you. Last night, I found a Bible in his room. And this morning, I found a kneeling by his bed.
Dad, I was praying for you.
You've done the right thing, sir.
I wish it felt a little bit more like the right thing.
And you're not the first father to turn in his son. Probably half the haters in captivity have been turned in by families.
See, he say half the haters in captivity been turned in by family. So that's just you know what I'm saying, a little bit of edification for the topic.
You gonna grab Tyler Mars?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually 2 scenes.
Sometimes it might do it, let you share your screen. It should let you do it.
Who, me?
Yeah.
All right, let me see real quick.
It should. All you gotta do is just click share the screen. I know you say you was having problems trying to do it last time. But...
Oh yeah, I forgot this. I can't even do it on this computer. It's a school computer, so they got restrictions on it.
All right, Con, y'all are done. What clip is it though?
I just wanted 2 clips. It's one clip when he was they took him to go shoot, and he was missing all the bullets.
He was missing on purpose.
Yeah.
Y'all are done. Pull it up for me real quick. Hold on, bro.
I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on my phone.
Hold on, Salakia, bear with me. I think I got it.
Yeah, I got it on my phone. Real quick. If you.
All
right.
Here's how my kids and myself.
Yeah, you gonna have. This is actually this what brothers doing right now. They just pretend. It's crazy. Let me know if y'all can see it.
Yeah.
Finally where you want to be. You're deep enough inside so that the boys want to test you. Now, they want you to prove that you're down, right? No, absolutely wrong. What they really want you to prove is that you're not a cop. What do you do? Oh, come on, anybody? At least we got one courageous cadet. Come on down here. Show me what you got. All right, now check it out, Crimson Baby. Man ain't gonna hit you. Absolutely wrong. That's in his phone.
He actually real quick. He telling them what to do, how to blend in, and you gonna have actual Jakes. They gonna say, okay, get John 3:16 packed down, right? Get Revelation 13:10 packed down. Get certain amount of precepts packed down so you could fit in, right? This is gonna actually happen.
Show me where the kid at. Don't you worry about him, man. We're gonna roll by his place of employment. Sort of incognito. Then we gonna see if you got the right one, baby. So I'm gonna show y'all Cincinnati cats how to wet a nigga up, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Right there. Black cap right there. Give me real close. Right around the corner. Yo, roll up. Make that happen. Yo, roll up close, man. I want to see the whites in this cat eyes. There he is, right in front of him. Still punk. Can't keep his nose out of the cookie jar. What you gonna do? You just got yourself in so deep that you'll never be able to get out. You posed an immediate threat. For God's sake, you didn't even check to see if it was on. You all know what that is? That's premeditated murder, cadet. You're holding that gun. Time is running out. Yeah, what you talk about, though? Your brain vaporized like 10 minutes ago. Your heart's dancing on your tongue. Your life depends on split-second decisions. You better do something, and you better do it now.
Yeah, Jake gonna be doing each other dirty out here.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, they're gonna be doing each other dirty.
Yeah, he was basically pretending the whole time, but he was playing it smart, so it wouldn't obvious that he's a cop. And you don't have certain men that do this. Now I got one more clip I want to share. Let me see.
Take it easy, man. Shy. Come on, man. What's with that bullshit?
This when they finna bust them.
Go ahead, Jeff. Read him his rights. I'm gonna play him the tape you made. He loved to hear his own voice.
You a cop?
Come on, Jeff. You did it. Don't.
Remain silent. Cop, you said
Push it up a little bit. Push it up to the screen a little bit more. A little close.
you're not affording to turn him over. Be appointed
Just a
to you.
little close.
Questioning you. All I wanted to do was be there for you, dog. All I did was be there for you. That's all I did. I'm Jay Reed. You ain't no cop. You ain't no cop, Jay Reed. You a sellout.
See that? And he was right. He is a sellout. A coon, and all coons will get destroyed.
Con, yes, sir. Yeah, that was a sellout move. Hey, y'all done? You still there?
Khan, y'all was talking to Khan. Shalom.
Yeah, good. Now, why is Jay gonna be doing stuff? The love of many shall wax cold, man, right? Let me reset my screen real quick. Let's jump back to the precept real quick, though.
Khan, I got a precept too, right fast, man.
All right. I'm saying.
All right, you up there?
All right, so this 2 Timothy 3:1. Somebody want to go and read?
It say this also. It say this. Know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Right, so it's gonna get ugly out here. You know what I'm saying? Read.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers.
Now look, it said men shall be lovers of their own selves. You know what I'm saying? So men only care about they self in these latter times, man. So when it gets scarce out here, you already got people don't even got each other back right now, double crossing each other, triple crossing each other, back doing each other. They own 10-year homies and 20-year homies or whatever. You feel me? So when this civil unrest and all hell breaking loose out here, man, that's gonna be at an all-time high. Your own family members is gonna do you bogus. And sometimes, and even right now on a small level, your own family members will do you the work. It says covetous, so it's like people gonna want what you got.
Con.
You know what I'm saying?
Boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without affection, without natural affection, truce breakers,
right?
False accusers.
False accusers, people gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Land on brothers probably saying, oh, he got people trapped in his basement or something like that, trying to get you delivered up to them people or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just to get the profits off the streets. Saying you got bombs and stuff hidden in your house. And then you know what I'm saying, they had your face all over the media. They probably gonna try to say you raped some damn body, all type of stuff, man. And your own family members is gonna give you up. Your blood relatives, man.
It says, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good.
Despisers of those that are good, right? Despisers of those that are good. Now, what the scripts you had read earlier, Tazama?
With what?
Your first precept, the good against the evil.
Oh, Sirach 33 and 14.
No, you're not even gonna be able to click with these people. They already hating you for doing righteousness, man. You always in that Bible, man. You ain't always got to be in that Bible, man. It's doing something for you. They'll hate you just off that alone and be like, all right, man, you know what I'm saying? In the last days when it's time for them to deliver you up to the people to be killed, man, that's what it's gonna be. Right? What this word say right here?
Traitors,
man. Traitors, man. Heady, high-minded, you know what I'm saying? That arrogancy, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro.
Hey, get Mark 13 to 30. I mean, Salaki, get Mark 19 and 27.
I said, hold on. I said 19. He went to 16.
Yeah, I see that.
All right, they drunk, so we can go ahead and do it over here.
Yeah, what they on? With the blue letter thing, Esau.
Yeah, we know they watching. Oh, no, it's only 16.
Salakia, man. Partner body. Matthew 19:27.
Oh, yeah, Khan. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
It say, then answered Peter and said unto him, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? Verse 28, and Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 tribes, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Now, I just
And
want to say
everyone
something with this next verse. When a lot of brothers be pulling this scripture, whatever, they be pulling this for the most part dealing with the wife thing, whatever. But it's more to it than just that. Go on here.
So right, it's going into the topic at hand, man. You know, your family and friends turning their back on you and trading on you. You know what I'm saying? I got people in my life, man, that called 12 on me, blood relatives, for teaching my baby girl daughter the commandments. Thou shalt not eat pork and shrimp, crab, and lobster, or Yahweh gonna thrust you through. Okay, Isaiah 66 and 15. I done had my own blood family called 12 on me. You know what I'm saying? And I done had females, friends, lady friends I was dealing with turned on me because I'm in this troop, and I've been talking to them for years, and not even on the affectionate, intimate level, just female friends in general. That's been my god sisters and god brothers and aunties that I grew up with in church, the Christian church. They have all turned on me, man. So hey, I turned on them. I'm forsaking them. Okay, verse 29, and everyone that have forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or a father or a mother or a wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So I never cared. You gotta build yourself up. The Most High gonna build your spirit up anyway through the scriptures, through the precepts, man. So like I never cared who never believed it, who don't get it, who don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep doing the work and let the filthy remain filthy. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High gonna give you that great family reunion that we got in the caption in the description. I mean, we're gonna have that heavenly family reunion when we get up there, man. We're gonna receive it all over 100-fold, man.
Lord willing, we just gotta endure it. And it's like it said everyone that was forsaken houses, brethren, sisters, father, mother, wife, or children for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, when we all scattered right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is scattered, as a matter of fact.
I'm finna send you the link.
Con, finna jump hop in.
Yeah, I'm finna send you the link to your Gmail, Con.
This Psalms 44 and 11. Now this going into how the Most High scattered us amongst these heathen or whatever. It says, thou hast given us like sheep appointed for meat, and has scattered us among the heathen. And this is going to all the nations that we scattered into, and even the heathen amongst our own people. You know what I'm saying? The brother you dealing with in this truth had your back probably more than your own actual family members or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I've heard stories about certain brothers. I beat them woke up at 3 a.m. just to go get a brother out of jam or something because his car probably broke down on the E-way. Now, how many of your own actual blood relatives you know actually do something like that for you? Right? So when you jump from there to Revelation, it's going into that We'll get chapter 7 real quick. This is Revelation 7:4. Y'all want to read it?
It says, Revelation chapter 7 and verse 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
You read all the way down? Hold on.
You want me to read off every 12,000 from each tribe?
I mean, we get straight to the point. And after the 144,000 was numbered at verse 8.
Verse 8 says, verse 8 or 9?
Verse 9. This is going into how this is going to like the 1/3 that talks about in Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8 and 9.
It says, after this I beheld, and lo, a great
multitude. Listen, now, notice he said after this is after he numbered the 144,000. So this is clearly going into the 1/3. You know what I'm saying? If after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number. Now, this is how we know it's going into the 1/3, because he numbered the 144,000 when you read verse 4 down to 8. You know what I'm saying? A great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, with palms in their hand. And this kindreds and people and tongues is still talking about the nation of Israel, because you got all people that's the same as us. They're in Haiti right now speaking French. You know what I'm saying? We speaking all the different languages where we scattered to. But this is the Most High putting that the elect back. You know what I'm saying? This the Most High gathering the elect and putting them back as one again. You're gonna have that real family reunion, right? Now this Jeremiah 3:14, it reads, turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahweh, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city, two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna put us back in that land, but they say I will say one from a city and two of a family. So it's like, yo, that's an indicator right there that your whole family not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? And you might have two brothers in the truth, and they come from a big family with it. They might be the only people out their whole family to make it. You feel me?
Hey, get Ezekiel 33 and 33.
Slovakia. Stop tripping.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 33. And it reads, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. So when you start seeing the things that we are saying come to pass, then the people is going to know that a prophet has been among them, man. Okay, when you start seeing them lock us up and call us, they already saying we hate humanity. They already got the Lions Institute on the purple list as general haters. Okay, so when you see all these things come to pass, which is already happening, my family already turning against me, then you're going to know that a prophet has been among them. Nobody in the Christian church, his family is coming against them for being a damn Christian, man.
Right.
Come. Make perfect sense. And this is the type of people you got to be around in these last days or whatever, because it's going to be, you know what I'm saying? Hey, brothers might be, you know what I'm saying, be taken to a whole nother city. As you know what I'm saying, brothers might be in the same city congregating with each other. Then when martial law troops roll in, they take you to a whole nother state or something like that. And then in the midst of Jacob's trouble, as a matter of fact, hold on. Lock you. Lock it. This the book of Second Esdras 16 and 40. It's like brothers gonna be on the move. You feel me? This second Esdras 16:40 says, "O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." Right? So what is a pilgrim? A person who journeys to a sacred place for religious reasons. A person who travels long journeys. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? In the midst of this martial law, brothers might escape out of them FEMA camps somehow. And then, you know what I'm saying, brothers got their shofars. You know what I'm saying? They blow that horn. Hey, a brother, you know what I'm saying, the Lord might turn up the spiritual frequency where somebody might be able to hear your show, you blowing the horn of your shofar from a whole nother city. You know what I'm saying? And they the only person that can hear it, and then he leads y'all right to each other. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the people that you dealing with in this truth, man, y'all endure to the end, man. That's gonna be your that was your real family from the foundation of the world. This is Sirach 37:12. Might read it.
It says Ecclesiasticus chapter 27 chapter 27 and verse 12. If thou be among the indiscreet, obscure, is that what they word say? Indiscreet or undiscreet?
Yeah, indiscreet.
If thou be among the indiscreet, obscure the time, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding.
You gotta be continually with men that understand the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and these scriptures. Now, what does this word indiscreet mean, right? This going back into your family and friends that's in the world. It says, having, showing, or proceeding from too great a readiness to reveal things that should remain secret or private. But then when you read the synonyms, you have unwise, foolish, reckless, untimely. You know what I'm saying? Because the people of the world, they don't understand the times we in, and they think that America is gonna last forever. It's coming back. That, you know what I'm saying? That everything that you see right now is going to continue, but we know the world we in right now passive away. So when you around people like your family members and friends that's of the world, you may have told them about the truth, but you know what I'm saying, they still don't get it. They still want to do them. You know what I'm saying? They still want to, you know what I'm saying, be whores and whoremongers. They still want to be homosexual if they did. They still want to eat the swine flesh and make excuses talking about the slaves or whatever ate it, so I'm gonna eat it. You know what I'm saying? It say observe the time when you are around the indiscreet or the unwise. Observe the time. So when you around these type of people, you probably want to keep it as brief as possible, because they try to drag you back into the world. You kicking it with your homie that you used to kick with in the world. He's still out there. You kicking it with him. You running to him at the liquor store, and then, you know what I'm saying, a little chick walk past and she got some chicks on the phone. Go hop down. You know what I'm saying? Now you trying to influence you to be a whoremonger when you probably should have just said, you know what I'm saying, oh, what up, brother, man? What's good with you, cuz? You know what I'm saying? Shake your hand and then keep it moving. You feel me?
Kind of
you know what I'm saying? You might use to smoke weed or something. And then, you know what I'm saying, you get around your cousin, them, they flaming up where they told you to come over, whatever, all your family, where it's almost like a little reunion they having or whatever over there, that worldly family reunion. And then somebody try to pass you a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Grandma or somebody might go fix you a plate with some greens on it, and she was cooking it with the pork in there. But you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you among the discreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding, right? And before you grab yours, Tazim, I just want to grab one more. Now, why you saying that? Be among men of understanding, right? This Sirach 37 and 12. So I got it.
It says, but be continually with a godly man whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
And will sorrow with thee, right? If they be continually with the godly man whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. So you got to be among people like this, because people of the world, they trying to be seen of men. They trying to impress each other all the time, even though they walk around insecure, trying to impress each other at the same time. And they gonna want you to be in that same type of spirit. But if you're dealing with another brother in the truth, you know what I'm saying, y'all enduring together. And it says, and will sorrow with thee You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people in this world, family members, fake friends, whatever, they not gonna do that with you. So you got to be around people that you can laugh and joke with, and you got to be around people that you can hit up and be like, yeah, man, I'm going through a little something, and chop it up with them. This Galatians 6:2, it says, bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Hamashiach. Now, what is a burden? A burden is an issue, a problem you got. You know what I'm saying? You ever hear certain people in the world say, if y'all ain't fighting, a relationship ain't real. You know what I'm saying? If y'all always just laughing and joking, and y'all ain't fighting each other, whatever. That's really just a toxic relationship y'all got, man. The real way, you know, if what you got going on with somebody is real, you got to be able to laugh and joke with them, and you got to be able to suffer with them as well. And that's why it's saying is bear you one another's burdens, and then right here, but be continually with a godly man whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. And then what we read in chapter 27 as well. Be continually with men to understand it, because men understand and know these scriptures, and they understand the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You might hit up your cousin or somebody in the world, a friend, and you might be going through a little something. And they, you know what I'm saying? They might be coming back from a party, just had a ball, whatever. You ain't, and they ain't trying to hear that. What's the precept you had?
I had a couple. Just to link up what you just brought out in Galatians 6:2, Job 2:11.
Job 2:11.
And I always like to bring up this account because this is actually a mighty account.
Yeah.
This is the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 11. It says, now when Job's 3 friends heard of all this evil that was come upon them, they came every one from his own place. Eliphaz the Temanite, and Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite, for they had made an appointment together to come mourn with him and to comfort him. So when Job was catching hell, right, he was getting plagued, he lost everything. Job's 3 friends came to mourn with him. Right, that's beautiful. Verse 12. And when they lifted up their eyes afar off and knew him not, they lifted up their voice and wept. And they rent everyone his mantle and sprinkled dust upon their heads toward heaven, so that they sat down with him upon the ground 7 days and 7 nights. So they was with this man for a whole week, right? Probably fasting, praying, right? Being there for his brother, being there for Job. It says, and none spake a word unto him, for they saw that his grief was very great. So they didn't even, that whole week, they didn't say nothing, right? They was just there going through it with Job, bearing that burden that the brother brought out in Galatians 6:2.
Yes, sir. Outstanding precept link up. I was thinking about that too when I was putting them other ones too.
All praises to the Most High.
Yes, sir.
But
what else you got?
Psalms 37 and 27. Right, like when brother was bringing out the always hang with a man of understanding, right? Because it's gonna benefit you in the long run. It says, depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore. So you have to depart from evil, right? And like the next piece I'm gonna get real quick is Psalms 118 and 115, the classic. You have to literally depart from evil, because these men, they're not gonna, the men in the or of the world or women, they're not gonna profit you. They're not gonna cause you to grow or to be that tree planted by rivers of living water. You're gonna have some of that dirt get in the water, right? But you want that water to be pure, so you have to continually be with a godly man whom thou knowest to keep the commandments. But this the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 115. It reads, Salakia, depart from me, ye evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my God. So David said, get the hell away from me, right? I'm going to keep the commandments of the Most High, because these men of the world.
Salakia, where you at? What verse was that? Salakia, I ain't mean to cut you off.
115.
Oh, 115, my fault. I ain't. Go ahead, break it down.
Yeah, Khan. So David said, "Get the hell away from me, for I will keep the commandments of the Most High." Because these men in the world, they don't want to keep the commandments. They want to. Jake want to be an expert of how to roll a backwood, right? You want to be a master on how to shake her tail, right? These the things that they want to do in the world, right? They don't want to keep the commandments. We ask sisters, we tell them and brothers and sisters all the time while we at camp, they be like, "You an Israelite?" Then they shake their head, no. They say, "No, I'm not. Don't call me that." Right? That's all.
Yeah, they hate it. They hate the Most High.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
I got a precept too, Oxalakia.
What you got?
Proverbs 17:17. Cause yeah, when you out there in the world trying to get back up with your homie them from the world, you know what I'm saying? Folks them will kill you. They don't care about you in the world. So like when you in this truth, you want to try brother's spirit, man, and know how they coming and know if they gonna be loyal, man. So this the book of Proverbs 17:17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity, man. So like I don't understand like how you think you finna be in the FEMA camps with the brothers and you can't even really get through little minor hard times in this present day and age with the brothers. Y'all falling out over minute things. So, you know, you want to make sure that you be with like you said, men of understanding, and you don't want to be with so called folks in that, man. This Proverbs 17:18. A man void of understanding striketh hands, you know, because they want to shake up. People know you want the truth. They still want to try to shake up the old gang you used to be in the world. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be around men who got limited understanding. A man void of understanding strike his hands. All right? So don't shake up with me, okay? I'm a Hebrew Israelite. That's my nation. All right? I'm not folks in them grave or none of that crazy shit anymore. So like it for the language.
God. Yes, sir, man. Hold on. I got
Yeah, real quick point. You got brothers in the truth still throwing up gang signs.
Yeah.
Come on.
We not in the world no more.
Yeah, man. It's Eve though, man. I ain't gonna lie to a brother doing it for Eve, man. But it's like, brother, man. This Proverbs 19:4, it reads, "Wealth maketh many friends, but the poor is separated from his neighbor." You know what I'm saying? When you down and out, you know what I'm saying, your closest so-called people that's supposed to be to you ain't even on your team, and then all of a sudden stuff start turning out good for you. You know what I'm saying? You start making a little money or whatever coming in. Whatever the case might be when it comes to that. Like just like when you sell your soul and become a rapper or something like that. Now everybody coming out the woodwork and everybody just love you now.
Con.
You feel me?
Hey, Con, Salaki, Con, if you still on, man, could you direct me to that scripture in Ezekiel where it say he pulled up the shoulder and they talk about you behind the wall? But yeah, you got it, like Shaw. I'm gonna put it in the private chat for him.
Con, yeah, man. But that's what I was touching on as far as that.
Con out of precept.
What you got?
Yeah. The book of Psalms 41, verse 9. Well, actually, y'all did y'all bring out Sirach 37?
Yeah, I did. 37:12.
No, from the top.
So you gonna grab it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yes, sir.
God. This Sirach 37:1. It reads. It reads, "Every friend saith, I am his friend also, but there is a friend which is only a friend in thy name." So you got certain men, they only want to be your friend because of your name, right? Because they heard you did this. You might have pulled a lot of precepts that count. You might have 8 wives in the truth. Some men is only a friend for a name. It says, is it not a grief unto death when a companion and a friend is turned into an enemy? Right? It says, O wicked imagination, whence camest thou and to cover the earth with deceit? Because the Lord could literally put a wicked imagination or an evil spirit upon you. Next thing you know, you falling out with the brother you was laboring with. Right? Just like the Most High put an evil spirit on Saul in 1 Samuel 16 and 13, the Lord could do the same thing to you. It says, there is a companion which rejoiceth in the prosperity of a friend, but in the time of trouble, he will be against them. Right now, when you prospering, you might, like your brother said, you might get a couple money in, you might get a new car. Hey, everybody gonna be your friend, right? Or even on a different fold. Let's say you in kindergarten and you come into class with that bag of candy, right? Next thing you know, everybody, what's up? Right? You know, they trying to get cool with you.
Or that piece of gum or something like that, a pack of gum.
Yeah, they don't want to be your friend for real. They just want your candy. Right? That's how it is, and it's true as well. That's how you know a so-called white man didn't write this either. Right? But it says, but in a time of trouble, he will be against them. Right? Meaning when all hell break loose, he's not gonna be nowhere to be found. Right? But a brother sticketh, like a brother just brought out Proverbs 17 and 17. A friend is born for adversity. He gonna be there for you like Job's friends was for Job.
Oh, yes, sir.
Con, I got the book of
I just want to grab this too real quick before I grab that yard down real quick. So lock you out.
All right.
It's time I'm going ahead and break it down. I'll read it. You can break it down. So Rock 6 and 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Con, if you get a friend, right? A brother told me this straight up yesterday. I was talking to he DM me. He was like, I'm like, why you asking me all these questions? He said, hey, you gotta prove a friend. That's right. You have to literally try the spirit by the spirit, like it said in 1 John 4 and 1. Because you don't know, like I said, brothers could be crept in unawares. Next thing you know, you ask a brother about break down John 3:16, he kind of scratching his head. Right? Now you know this brother is right, or brother, you ask him, hey, what are we gonna do in the kingdom of heaven? Right? He don't know. He only just know the precepts that the police officer told him to study. Right? So you have to if you get a friend, you have to prove him. Right? Now I know some people man, let me get this precept real quick to link up with that in the book Deuteronomy 8:8. I bring this out all the time, and this actually pertains to when you courting a woman as well, or women when you courting men as well, right? You got to prove them. Next, you might be courting a woman, right, or a woman you might be courting a man, and then all of a sudden they might be nice at first, right? But then when you lay down with them, all hell break loose. You know, she or he don't want to read no more, don't want to study. And you like, man, I wish I would have never done this. But brother, you only courted her for 1 month.
Right.
Right. But I'm gonna start at verse 8. It's Deuteronomy 8 and 2. It says, and thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee and to prove thee. So the Lord proved us for 40 years, man. Yeah. That's a long time.
Yeah, right? Excellent, man.
Yeah, but the Lord had to see who was gonna serve him or not. Just like you gotta try these friends. It might take 2 years, right? When you in a drug industry in the streets, man, you can't just get with the dope boy, the biggest dope boy, right away. He gotta prove you. He might have you to go do a hit or go make a lick. Right, he gonna see whether you gonna crack or whether you gonna fold or not.
You know what I'm saying? You could be like him right here on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Now, what you do when you get caught?
I think
on everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, so the Lord proved us 40 years, man. That's crazy. But he had to see whether people was going to serve him or keep his commandments. Only the ones that was sincerely wanted to serve the Lord, they endured that thing, like Joshua and Caleb, right? And the children of the other Israelites, right? But the rest, hey, they got put to death.
Man.
So you got to prove, you want to always make sure you prove somebody.
Yes, sir. Y'all got anything else, dog? I'm pretty much out. Yeah, man, this wasn't meant to be too much of a
Hey, no, Salaki. No, I did have Ezekiel 33 and 30.
I thought we grabbed it.
No, I did. I had Ezekiel 33 and 33. But I'm gonna just do I'm gonna do 30 on down to 32.
All right.
It say, and thou son of man, thy children, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses. So you know how you might be in the crib, bro, and the walls might be thin, and you can hear people sneak this and on the other end behind you. You know what I'm saying? And they say, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that coming forth from the Lord. Because you know, you got a lot of people, they are really kind of with their mouths congratulate you and be like, yeah, he be bringing that truth out. You know what I'm saying? He be reading the Bible. He really, the Most High really working with that brother. You know what I'm saying? So this is going into like the same people who will turn you in and get you booked. But they'll be telling you behind the walls, you might hear him behind the walls talking like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come here with Broski got to say about the Bible. And then verse 31 saying, they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. Okay, so they going to say, yeah, he sound good, but they ain't never ever going to pull it within themselves to keep the law, statutes, and commandments and come back to their heritage, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, for with their mouths they shew much love, but with their heart goeth after their covetousness. So ain't that what black so-called black people say? They be like, yeah, much love, much love. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, they ravenous wolves. You know what I'm saying? They really snaked out, but they talking about much love with their mouth. You know what I'm saying? So it says, verse 32, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice. So when
Hold on, what happened? Hold on. You still talking? Y'all get me?
Con.
Something went wrong with bro. What's the name? I had like 2 more precepts stuff, and we could pretty much close it out, man. This wasn't meant to be too long, no way, man. Because when you know what I'm saying, you come into this thing, man, you start seeing all these people turn on you. You know what I'm saying? The most how he started to put you through that furnace, man, is like, it'd be hard to bear sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But it's like brothers got to be strong in this thing, you know?
Con. I had a precept after you came.
These just my closing out ones. Just
yeah, Esau and them took me out the thing, y'all. Salaki.
Hey, Salaki, I let him on. Hey, let him finish that precept too, because it was getting good. Bob Kushab.
Yeah, what you had again? Right now, you had Ezekiel 33. You there?
Who, me?
No, I'm talking about y'all done. I'll just read this out right here. Somebody go and grab it. Let me talk some more. It's Romans 8 and 18.
8 and 18?
Yeah.
God, it says, "For I reckon that the sufferings at this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed to us in us."
And them sufferings, that's the many sufferings and afflictions you're gonna go through, and one of them is everybody turning against you. You know what I'm saying? What you gotta understand is we just scattered sheep, like we read in Psalms 44 and 11 earlier. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers that be congregating in a whole other state. You got one person, you got a brother that might be congregated with another brother from New York all the way in Cali somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They might shalom each other on the Sabbath. They Shabbat shalom. Hey, what you got going on? You know what I'm saying? Verse 19, for the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, you feel hopeless when you ain't got much or nothing in this world, nobody. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. Because you were of that elect number, you already was
So, like, I think a brother had a question on the comment board.
What do you say?
Nah, he asking, can you ask a question on something?
Hey, yeah, Con, freelance. You can ask your question. You can put your question in the comment board up.
While you writing that, we gonna read this on this Ephesians 1 and 3. It says, "Blessed be the power of our Father, of Yahweh, of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who have blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Hamashiach, according as He have chosen us in Him before the foundation of the world." So it's like if you're part of that elect number, you know what I'm saying? The Lord already sanctioned this before He created everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you was in the spiritual heavens above, written in the book of life all the way from the beginning, and so is your elect, the rest of the elect, you know what I'm saying, which is going to be your real family when the Lord gathered the scattered sheep and put them back as one in the land, because we scattered all over the earth right now. Brothers scattered in all different cities and states or whatever, but congregate with each other. You might have one brother traveling from 3 hours or whatever, just the whole camp or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you put us back together in that one fold, we all gonna be in Jerusalem, in New Jerusalem, in our own land again. And it's gonna be like a big, gigantic family reunion. You know what I'm saying? That we should be wholly set apart and without blame before Him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shai Mashiach to Himself, according to the good pleasure of His will. Yeah, that was pretty much all I had as far as that. What they had in the comments?
And the brother still didn't write his question down. He just said his question is about the Lord. So if you would write it down, let us know what it is. Yeah, you can ask your question about the Most High. And then for the sister who asks, are we kin? Yes, we can, man. First of all, we all Israelites by blood, so we are kindred. Okay, second of all, we keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So this is the book of Mark, chapter 33 and verse 35. For whosoever shall do the will of Yahweh, the same as my brother and my sister and mother. Okay, so yes, we are all kin.
Con. That's right.
Akiyam,
bro.
Shalom, Akiyam.
Come on, bro. What they doing? What they on?
Hey, yeah, my internet just did that too. That's why I didn't get to finish my precept.
But yeah, Shalom, Akim.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. And she says, Romans 9 and 3, it says, "For I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of the Most High, and the promises." So yes, we are kin, sister. He said, "How long shall this be in the heart of the prophet that prophesied last?" Yea, hold on. What scripture did you just pull? Brother,
hey, man.
He pulled a scripture.
I'm assuming that what he's asking is how long is these false prophets out here? He say, which caused my people to forget my name of their dreams, every man his neighbor. All right, so but when you look up, he said, but when you look up the definition of Baal, what do you find?
When you look up the definition of Baal, I don't know. It basically just like, I guess in a way, it's damn like the devil, really. Oh yeah, Lord, that's what it meant. Yeah, that's what it meant. And the word Lord itself, you know what I'm saying, is actually like through Esau's corrupt language, the so-called white man's corrupt English language that we speaking right now. It's like it's all curses or whatever. Like the word Lord, I heard is actually supposed to be bad. That's like, you know what I'm saying. That's why in the Hebrew, the way you say Lord for real is Adawan. You know what I'm saying? It's so like, yeah, you know, Esau corrupted, and that's why you got us saying good morning to each other, saying good sorrow. Our sisters call themselves black queens. Black means everything evil. A queen, when you look up the definition to queen,
let me get
literally means a prostitute.
Hey, so this word Baal, if he's saying that the word Lord is like Baal, okay, so let me show you something about this English language right fast. Get Hebrews 12 and 16. I
just want to show this right here. This is the original word for the queen right here. Not Queen, Quean, and it's pronounced the same way.
Queen.
You know what I'm saying? But what's the definition? A prostitute. You know what I'm saying? So the Esau's language, just like God spelled backwards as dog, and then it really is an acronym for gold, oil, and drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's why we refer to him for the most part as the Most High, is his title. And we know God is just simply a title that means power itself. That's why it says ye are gods. You know what I'm saying? Because he calls us gods himself, and he refers to himself as the Most High. Yeah, how he is, he exists. You said Hebrews what up?
12 and 16, man, to deal with this profane language.
All right, because
we speaking in this English language. This is the so-called white man's language. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Tower of Babel, when the Most High separated the language and confounded all the people, okay? Or separated the people and confounded the languages. And here in America, Babylon the Great, they're trying to do it all again and make the English language a universal language that all people can communicate through, in which we know that the so-called white man Esau, this is predominantly his language. So Hebrews 12 and 16 says, "Lest there be any fornicator or a profane person as Esau." All right. So Esau is a profane person, and this language that he's got everybody speaking is also profane. So he said, should we say the Lord? Yes, because we talking in English, unless you just going to go around speaking ancient Paleo Hebrew and be perfect. Okay, that perfect Lashawan Kodash, that holy tongue. All right, but we got to edify the people. So we got to use this language to edify the people. So we can't be weak-minded and be like, oh, we can't say Lord because it means Baal. Well, we know that Adawan in the ancient Paleo Hebrew is is Lord Adawan. So let me get go to Zephaniah 3 and 9. But yeah, man, we ain't gonna really trip off this language that we speaking, man. Everybody like to tweak and say people cussing and we want to ban, but hey, the whole English language is a curse within itself. All right, this is the book of Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 9. Zoom in some, Mark. It says, for then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord Yahweh to serve him with one consent. Yeah, this whole language is corrupt, man. So you know, as long as the Most High know the motives of your heart, because what Yahweh Shai say? Yahweh Shai say he tries the reins. It is I who tries the reins of the heart, man. So he's going off your motives and intentions based upon the law. When you getting judged by the Most High on Judgment Day, Yahweh Shai is going to be that advocate for you. You're being judged based off of your motives and intentions, off of the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. You know. So he said the so-called white man is Caucasian, English are British, and Caucasians, they are both just European. Yeah, the so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, Esau, and his language is profane, man. So yeah, we don't want to get wrapped up and entangled up in words, man. As long as you know you being sincere when you saying what you saying. I had people tell me I can't say amen after I'm done praying. Well, Yahweh Shai said I am the amen.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so yeah, man, if anybody got no more questions, hold on, Salakia. Get Zephaniah 3 and 12, Walk. Then what's that? 3, go down to 12.
Yeah,
Scroll down right there to 12. It says Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 12. I will also leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of Yahweh.
Yes, sir. That was it, man. Y'all got anything else? We pretty much hit the nail on it.
Yeah, that was everything, man. Everything. So we hope that this lesson was edifying to the hope of the lesson.
You have on?
God, I have one more precept.
What you got?
1 Corinthians 8 and 6.
10 and 6?
8 and 6. Like the brother brought out, you don't want to get too much trapped in with the English language, because Esau, he confounded with his own language. Like his own language, he don't even know what the words mean, right? But this is 1 Corinthians 8, and I'm gonna start at verse 5. It reads, For though there be that are called gods, whether in heaven or in earth, as there be gods many and lords many. Right? So you go into that word God in the Hebrew, it just means Alahayim, right? Meaning powers, because multiple people are called God, just like multiple people are called Lord throughout the scriptures. Daniel called Nebuchadnezzar Lord when you read Daniel the 4th chapter, 17 on down. Right? So that Lord is just a title. It's not all the time. Now, if it's capital, right, we know that's talking about the Most High, right? But many people is called Lord, and many people are called gods, right? As long as you're not saying that you're the Most High God, that's all. But
I got the one last precept, man. One last, and this for sure my last one. This going to like the topic at hand, you know what I'm saying? Your real family being the elect if you're a part of the number. First Job 38 and 4 it says, where was thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Declare if thou hast understanding. So he's saying, where was you in this time period when you was creating everything? Going back to that predestination. Verse 5, who have laid the measures thereof, if thou knowest, or who have stretched the line upon it, whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened, or who laid the cornerstone thereof? When the morning star sang together, and all the sons of the Most High shouted for joy. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically going to the predestination of the elect. You know what I'm saying? The sons of God shouted for joy in the beginning, and it's going to be the same in the end. You know what I'm saying? That family reunion, that you know what I'm saying, that gathering of the elect, basically. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yo, Con, you still there? We finna close out. I think y'all are done. I don't know, his computer went out or he's popped out.
Yeah, Salakia, my Wi-Fi timed up.
You Gucci, man. We finna close out though. We pretty much good though.
Yeah. So hope that this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to be a shalom to the nation of Israel. And hold on, he said it was good to meet you, brothers, a few weeks ago. It's a lonely road when you're just going through it alone. Shalom, Khan, shalom. That was the whole purpose in us doing this lesson right here today. You know, that was the whole purpose in us doing this lesson, was to more than anything edify brothers and then encourage and lift you up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to be prepared for what's to come, and we want to know how to get through what we're going through right now. So when the said perils that's coming, we won't be in the unknowing. You know what I'm saying? We'll be on point and already prepared, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get one more precept, man. And I'm in it right here on this.
I
Let me
got
see.
shit on yours. I closed it out already.
I got it. Let me pull it up.
Well, you can just read it then like that.
I'm gonna read it. All right. So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2 and verse 1. And it reads, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation." So, you know, whenever you're going through this journey, this walk, man, it's going to be a lot of BS you're going to go through because the devil going to come up against you. You think the spiritual demon Hashatan just cool with the angels rejoicing over one sinner who converts from the errors of their ways, man? The Hashatan, Satan is pissed off, and the so-called white man definitely pissed off. It's a coven of witches out here, man, who want to keep us in sin so that they can stay on top. So we got to come together, gather ourselves together with like-minded brethren of understanding, man. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, man, we hope that this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. You know what I'm saying? Double honors to the nation of Yasharallah. Peace and salutations to the Akim and the Akwatim and the little children, man. With that being said, we want to bid y'all a shalom.
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 Shalom.